Live. We're doing this. Hey guys, we're live. I am so glad that you joined me here today, and I feel like such a fool. I've got Rita here with us today, and she is helping me do this technology thing. And I got to tell you, I am so scared. I'm on a new platform that, I mean, I've been on YouTube for a while, but I've never done the live thing before. And so I didn't know where the camera was going to end up, and I didn't know where I was supposed to sit and what I'm supposed to say. And I kind of thought in the back of my mind it was going to be like Zoom. Um, because we do our group coachings and stuff on Zoom. And so we had a test so that I could see where the camera was set up. And I was like, there's no people. There's no people. Rita, where are the people? And she's like, oh, there's no people on YouTube Live. I'm like, holy cow. So I'm just talking. She's like, yeah, it's kind of like doing a show, except there are comments in the side. What? I gotta read the comments on the side? She's like, yeah. I was like, oh no, then I gotta have reading glasses. I'm not gonna be cute. And she's like, yeah, that's what this is all about. I was like, oh no. And thank you for sending questions in early. So we got a couple of questions that came in. And I just want to say thank you for your early questions. And I want to say thanks to all of you guys that showed up. We got 50 people watching us right now. So yay. It makes me so happy, and it makes my heart sing that you joined us for a few minutes out of your day. I do want to answer one of the first questions we got here. Somebody asked about the ozone generator. And I love the ozone generator to remove smells and stuff from your house. And so I did want to show you the one that I use and when I use it. And I'll try to get through as many of these questions here as we can. This is the ozone generator that I use. It's very small, and you can tell, like, compared to my head, it's about the size of my head. It fits in my cleaning caddy really well. And I don't take this on every job. I only take it on the jobs where I'm doing a special project. So for example, if I go to a house and I bid the job, but it has a really icky bathtub, like if the bathtub is backed up and there's all kinds of gunk and the drain has been clogged and whatever, it's going to need a lot of stuff. And if it's a shower and it's got mold and junk and ick and goop and stuff in it, I might decide on that walkthrough that I'm going to use bleach on the shower. And I'm not a big fan of bleach, except in circumstances when you absolutely need it. And if I'm going to use bleach, it's going to leave a residue of smell in the house. And I don't want that for my customers. So that's the time when I'm going to use the ozone generator. So what I'm going to do in this particular situation is, let's say that it's in the master bathroom. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to set up the bathroom by spraying my bleach, let's say for in the shower, for example, so that it can start activating while I'm cleaning other parts of the house. Now, if I'm in the house, we know that ozone is not safe for people, plants, or pets. So I want to turn off the air conditioning and I want to turn off the heat, so that it's not blowing through the air ducts in the house. So I'm going to turn that off. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray down the bathroom with the bleach, and I'm going to put the ozone generator in the corner of the bathroom, let's say on the vanity or something. And it just plugs in with a regular plug. Let me see if I have one here. It's got a 3-prong plug that fits in the back and a 3-prong plug on the other side. So you got to plug it into a grounded outlet, and you're going to turn it on for about 30 minutes. And in 30 minutes, it's going to clear that whole bathroom of all of the smell, but the bleach could be working then inside the shower. So what I'm going to do is take a bath towel and I'm going to wet the bath towel and I'm going to roll it up long ways. I'm going to go out of the bathroom door. I'm going to close the bathroom door and I'm going to seal the bottom of the door with the wet bath towel. That's going to prevent any air from escaping out of the bathroom. So now I'm going to go in another part of the house and I'm going to work on another part of the house while the chemicals do their thing. The ozone is going to do its thing. And then when the ozone is done after about a half hour, I'm going to leave it for about an hour and let all of the ozone die. That's going to allow me then to come in with, let's say, a steamer, for example, and we don't want to mix and match any chemicals. We don't want to, mix chemicals, but we've already put bleach in there. I can come in with the steamer, which is nothing but just water, and I can steam the rest of the shower done, and we're good to go. So it's going to be a super easy job if I've used my ozone generator. So the one that I use, I'm going to put links in the notes. Can I put links here? If not, maybe Rita, is that something you can add in for me?
I added it already.
Oh, super.
Yeah.
Thank you. I can't read as fast as Rita can work. That's why Rita's here. She's awesome. Okay, so the application Ozone, make and models, 2-person team. So for a 2-person team, I don't know, was that a question on the ozone generator? You can use the ozone generator while you're inside the house, even if you have a 2-person team, but I want to seal the room and I want to lock it off. I hope that was the question. If it's not, I will read these later when I have a little bit more time, and then I'll answer them in the notes if I screwed up. All right, let's look at the next one. I can't remove marks on the shower glass door that came from the rubber discs the installer used to carry the glass in. I wonder, is it etched inside the glass? If it's not etched inside the glass, have you tried using a magic eraser on it? That usually will remove all kinds of smudges and smears. And on glass, it works really well, but I got to caution you here. Your magic eraser must be wet. A magic eraser is, in fact, fine sandpaper. It's going to scratch whatever it is unless it is wet. So you can use it on a shower glass door and it will remove smudges. It must be wet. If it's not wet and that doesn't work, you might try Barkeeper's Friend. Barkeeper's Friend was designed for bars. It's also great for glass if you need to use it. It is not abrasive. It's just soft like flour. So I would make a paste in there if you're not comfortable using the magic eraser. I would leave it on for about 2 minutes, and that's just the powder, like the powder cleanser. Wet it, put powdered cleanser on, and then I would leave it for about 2 minutes and wash that off. That should come right off. So that would be my suggestion there. I'm so not good at reading the questions here while I'm trying to do this live, and I don't want to miss anything. What is the best way to clean the toilet brush as well as the plastic container that holds the toilet juices? That is a great question. So the toilet brush, if you have a new toilet brush, you can clean it after every single use. My recommendation is that you train your homeowners to use it every single day. I love to use a toilet brush at least once a day. There's probably one good opportunity every day to clean out the inside of your toilet. When you're done, if you will flush the toilet while the toilet brush is inside the toilet, it will wash off the toilet brush. Then you can leave it on the side and just close the seat and let it drip dry inside the toilet. That's a great way to do that. When you're cleaning out the toilet holder that has the ick juices, I would recommend using an enzymatic cleaner. The one that we use for bathrooms or a stain remover, it's going to be something like this. This is Ozone. This is one of the professional products that we use. This is a stain remover. We also use the 32X, which is the bathroom cleaner. And so that's the one that I'm going to use. If you don't have something like that, probably a disinfectant of some sort. I know Ozone makes a fantastic disinfectant that's available. Again, we buy them in the gallon jugs, and they're like $10, $15 a gallon. They're very inexpensive. I would spray it out with that, and then I would wipe it out with a paper towel. And I would wipe it out with a paper towel after every single time you clean the tank. So when you clean the handle, you clean the tank, you clean the seat, all that stuff, that's when I would clean your ick juice holder. Is that such a thing? I would do that at least once a week. That way it's going to prevent anything from backing up inside there, because then you're right, it stinks after a while. All right, next question. I spilled candle wax. I hope I didn't skip anybody here. I spilled candle wax on my laminate floor, and now there's a stain. How do I remove the wax stains? That's a trick question. I don't know what the laminate floor is made of. Is it hardwood? Is it light colored? Is it dark colored? Does it look like slate? Does it look like wood? What is it? I don't exactly know. Is it on the surface, or has it embedded itself inside? If your laminate floor is under warranty, I would recommend that you call the manufacturer and just say, hey, I spilled candle wax on this. What do you recommend that will not void my warranty? And the reason I say that is, if you use something that goes against the manufacturer specifications, they can void your warranty, and then you're out of luck. But they might say, oh, we have something that we use that's really good for this particular thing. And they might recommend something that's designed for that specific floor. Another product, and this comes to someone else asked about latex paint. How do you get latex paint out of carpet? And they asked this question in advance, so I happen to have it right here with me. I hate to say how often I have this right here with me, but this is the best product I've ever found to get out stains. This works on upholstery. It works on carpets. It might work on your laminate flooring. I don't know for sure, but I would give it a try. This is available at Home Depot and Walmart. And I know for a fact it's at AutoZone and some of the auto supply stores, but you're going to find it in the automotive department. And Rita, if you have a link for that, just so that they can find this on Amazon, so that they can take a look at it and write all the notes or whatever. But this gets out blood, it gets out coffee, it gets out grease stains, it gets out all kinds of stuff. We've used it as our miracle cleaner in our cleaning caddy for years. I've probably used it for, I want to say 15, 16 years. But it's a product I absolutely love and I swear by. Not sponsored or anything. I'm a big fan of it. So I would try that on the laminate flooring. That might work. Jamal says, hi, I can't wait to say hi to you. My daily routine is to learn something from you every single day while I'm going to work. I feel so well informed. Yay. Thank you. Thank you so much. I too share your philosophy. My goal is to learn something new every single day about my business. And I am alarmed when a day goes by and I'm halfway through the day and I haven't learned anything yet. I feel like I cheated myself. Now, the cool thing is, I'm 30 years into my business and I'm still learning new stuff every day. And in fact, today I learned how to do YouTube Live. Yay! And I learned how to do the live stream. And true confession, I watched like a dozen YouTube videos on how to do a YouTube. And I'm like, man, this is crazy. This technology's been around for a couple of years, but still I'm scared. I'm afraid I'm going to screw up. I screwed up my first premiere. I'm still learning, you know. I'm a house cleaner by trade. I'm not a techno person. So I love the fact that you're learning. And I think it's really important every day to challenge yourself to learn something new every single day about your business, about technology, about the people that you serve. And one of the things that I would recommend and add to your challenge of the day is to try to meet one new person every day. It was a challenge that was given to me probably when I was about 18 years old, and it has served me very, very well. On days where I'm not able to meet people, I got to make up, and on another day I meet two or three people. But it's putting yourself out there. It's having conversations. It's eye to eye contact, so that you are not scared. You're not, an introvert. As house cleaners, we are often introverts. So it's important to get out there and say hi to people. All right, next question. Uh, Suede shoes. I see that it said suede shoes. Yes, 3 cheers to suede shoes. I hope they're blue suede shoes. All right, next one. You're doing great. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for the vote of confidence. That makes my day. Um, I got lots of questions here. Now I lost my place. Someone added money, $5. What does this mean? I don't know what this means. Am I rich? I'm rich. There's $5. I don't know what this means, but thank you. I'm going to figure this out later. And it says, what can you say about services that screen potential employees, criminal driving records, and recommendations? That's an excellent question. And we're in an era right now where screening your employees is more important than it's ever been. I personally don't want to send someone to my parents' house that hasn't been screened, just for the sheer fact that I don't want them to be abused. I don't want them to be taken advantage of. I don't want them to be robbed. I don't know what the situation is. So before I hire a house cleaner for them, I want to make sure that the person is screened. And I treat all of my customers as if they were my own parents. And the reason I do that is because, well, I love my parents. I really just love them. They're the coolest people on earth. And they gave me birth. Hey, good news. And so I want to treat all of my customers with ultimate respect. And so I don't want to send anyone into their house if I know that we're going to have some issues. And I don't know if we're going to have issues unless we screen them. Okay. So if you're hiring somebody for, I don't know, somebody that's going to work out of their house, it's an independent contractor, they're doing something for your business like graphic design or something, you don't need a background check. But if you're sending someone into a customer's home and they're going to be with their family, with their children, with their elder parents, with their pets, with their valuables, with their vehicles, they're going to have an alarm code for their house, you need to have a screening process. I will leave links in the show notes. I don't have it off the top of my head. Programs that we've used that are $20 to $40 per person. It's a very small investment to guarantee that when somebody goes to the customer's house, you've put your best foot forward. If you send an employee to a customer's house and you've done no screening whatsoever, what you're saying is, I kind of hope nothing happens and I'm not going to go there. But if anything ever does happen and it comes back on you, you've got no proof. At least if you have proof, you say, we did the screenings, we did the checks, we did our very best to make sure that the person we sent to you was verified before they came to your home. So I highly recommend it. If you as the business owner are sending someone to someone else's home, you don't want to take any risks that you don't have to take. Does that make sense? All right. Thank you for the highlight and the $5. I'm rich. Okay, cool. What does this say? Wool dry mop for hardwood floors. I paid $50 for this thing. How do I use it and how do I clean it? Wool dry mop. I would not use a wool dry mop. Probably just for the dust mops, if that's what we're talking about, I would probably use a cotton mop. The cotton mops are really great for picking up dust and they're easy to throw inside your washing machine. When you throw anything wool inside a washing machine, it has a tendency to shrink if anything malfunctions and the temperature is too hot, or if it gets tossed in the dryer, or those things. And so I would recommend just a cotton dry mop that you could use on hardwood floors. And so I hope you didn't waste $50, but maybe it can be returned. I don't know. That would be my suggestion there. That's awesome. Thanks. Thanks, the Potter. Kelly. Hi, Kelly, John, Suzanne, Rachel, everybody that showed up. This is so awesome. And I have a feeling we're not going to get to all your questions. We're going to make more YouTube videos. We're going to have to come back and do this again. Kelly says, I literally have no idea how to clean my house. Where do I start? So Kelly, that's a great question. And the answer is none of us did. When we all started, none of us knew where to start. It's like learning how to walk. Nobody knows how to walk being born. You have to learn. You got to start from somewhere. Everybody starts from somewhere. So what I would recommend is, where are you right now? If you're in front of the computer, what can you clean near your computer? What's the computer sitting on? Is it on a table? Can you clean the table? And my recommendation is, start with one thing. Make sure that the computer table is clean, and make sure that it's always clean. So now you have one thing that's clean. Then you can work your way around to it. What is the table on? It's on the floor. What's on the floor? Is there stuff on the floor that needs to be moved? And you can just start in one area and start to expand and clean that area around you. And then keep that one area clean. Every time you sit down at your computer, say to yourself, I sat down at my computer and I brought my apple cider vinegar and my lemon juice. So when I'm done, I'm going to take this with me. I'm not going to leave it at my computer station, right? So you just pick up after yourself and you just tidy up as you go. We have this tendency to think that cleaning is this huge thing that I got to spend all day Saturday morning cleaning. No, you don't. We just tidy up as we go. It's like little tiny micro habits that are built on top of each other. So where do you start? You start right wherever you are. And you can start anywhere in your house. There's no right or wrong place to start. You can start in your bathroom. You can start in your bedroom. You get up in the morning and you're right there at the bed. I'll start with the bed. You make the bed. Ta-da! You just accomplished something. And it's just a micro habit. And if you do the micro habit every single day, you make the bed. What happens is that becomes a big part of the room that looks clean because you've made the bed, right? So it's just a micro habit. And then what do you add to that? Well, you pick up the pajamas after you've taken them off. You don't leave them lying on a chair, leave them on the bed, or leave them on the floor. You just put them away, and you just kind of build and expand. And what you'll find is, as you start doing the micro habits over and over and over again, they all start building on top of each other. And unconsciously, you'll say, well, the bed looks so nice. Why are there shoes right by the side of the bed? And then you go put the shoes away. And it will start becoming a natural pattern. Okay, thanks for the question. That was awesome. Moving on. Let's see. Love from England. Yay, Rachel. Love from England. Love from the USA. Thank you. Do you have a favorite essential oil for cleaning? Air freshener. I use peppermint oil. I too love peppermint. Peppermint is awesome. It's a fun smell. It's also fun for tea. I don't have a favorite essential oil. And one of the things that I've noticed about essential oils is it depends on the type of oil that you're using. But if you use oils a lot, and I know that I use them a lot in one particular room of my house, I was sitting on a glass table. It would diffuse into the air, and then when the oil landed, or the evaporation landed, there was like oil all over my table. And I was like, wait a second. And I had a diffuser right next to my computer. And I said, if that happens right next to my glass table, is that happening to my computer? Is that going into my computer keyboard? So what I've done is I've kept my essential oils away from my electronics, for example, because even though I love essential oils and I love the smell and the mood that they put you in, I'm more likely to use it inside, I don't know, like my gym area, for example, or maybe my bedroom, where it's not going to get to electronics. I'm really scared about the electronics. So, but I do love essential oils. So anyway, that's my take on that. Let's see, what else do we have? I love these questions. I love questions. This is so much fun. And I'm getting a note here that says we're out of time. Oh no, I see a yellow thing that says $10. What? I don't know what this means. I'm supposed to do something, and it's highlighted. Let me answer that question. And thank you, Metatech, for this question. It says, hi, what do you think of the Neat steam cleaner? Would it work for ovens? Is it great on grout? I tend to be messier. I think I'm in love, and not with the steam cleaner. The steam cleaner is this. Yes, yes, yes to the steam cleaner. I use steam cleaners for everything. But steam cleaners are overrated for, oh, it can clean anything. Like if you use it on a really dirty oven, for example, it will clean the dirty oven. But, but it's going to take a really, really long time, right? You have to heat up that area and you have to dissolve what's there. And the steamer only comes out in a very small spray. And so while you can do it and eliminate the need for chemicals, prepare to be there for a couple of hours. And that's what they don't show you on the YouTube channels. I've steam cleaned the oven several times trying to figure out faster ways to do it so I can show you a way to clean an oven with no chemicals whatsoever. My suggestion is the reason we have chemicals is so that it does the particular job it was designed to do. So my suggestion would be to clean the steam clean, to clean the oven, for example, with the chemicals that are designed to do them, and then come back with the steamer. It's also perfect for a shower, for example. Like you can steam clean a shower, and I've steam cleaned a shower with the handheld steamer. Again, it takes hours to do, especially if you have gunk and muckety muck that's on the bottom of the shower. You can do it, but it's going to take a very, very, very long time. So I'm not here to say go for the chemicals, but the chemicals were designed for something specific. And I want to be very clear about this. There's a time and a place for everything. The time for chemicals is when you have a really big, heavy duty, deep cleaning job. So we're going to use the chemicals for that. And then we're going to back off. And from then on, we're going to use maintenance cleaning chemicals, which are going to be really neutral in their pH balance. That's when you use the steam cleaner. You're going to use the steam cleaner for all of your maintenance stuff. So that's going to, you can come in later, like for a maintenance clean for your regular follow-up cleaning, and only use the steamer. You don't need the chemicals. And you can do that on an oven if you're doing the maintenance cleaning. So I recommend the steamers for your maintenance cleaning, but I don't recommend them for heavy duty projects because it takes so long. And unless you have, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours to do a really bang up job on an icky shower, for example, you're better off just scrubbing it, you know? So anyway, that's my take on that. But I do love steamers, and I do use them every day. It's a big part of what I do. Yeah, I love the steamers. So thank you, Meditech, and thank you for the money. And someone else up here has money. I got to figure out how this works, you guys. I'm seeing highlights and money. Yay! I love this. And again, I have no idea how this works, but it's highlighted. Thank you for making great content. I've been watching you since about 6,000 subscribers. You're kidding. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I've also been here since about 6,000 subscribers. That's kind of when I arrived to the game as well. In the beginning, I got to tell you this real quick. I'm getting notes here that we got to cut out, and I don't want to take up your time all day. But when we started the show, I was asked the question, do you want to do YouTube or a podcast? And we decided to do both, which was high risk for me because I'd never done either one. And I said, what does that look like? And I was really scared to do either one because I'd never done either one. And so when I started the YouTube show, I said to myself, oh man, I'm going to screw up and I'm going to make myself a fool and I'm going to be scared in front of the camera and all this stuff. But that's okay. I'm going to figure it out as I go. And my goal will be to try to get better every single day. And it took me, we were laughing about it earlier today, it took me about 400 shows to get to the point where I was like, oh, okay, I know how this works. I know what comes next. But every day I would get so scared. I'd sweat profusely. I'd be like, oh no, what if I say the wrong thing? And I will give you an insider scoop. Where do you start? And where I started was, what can I do with the resources that I have available to me? And the resources I have available to me is I know house cleaning. I can talk to you. And so I didn't know about all the fancy setups and all that stuff. But what I did have that I knew I could do is I could stand in one spot and I could talk. And so I created the background behind me. It's just one picture. And if a picture says 1,000 words, what does that picture say? And so it said house cleaning, which is the message I was trying to send. And so I created a 10-foot by 8-foot stretch fabric display. And if you look at this, you can see that's the end of it right there. And we are inside my weight room. And so I'll show you this. This is kind of cool. But this is the rest of the room. There's the weight room. There's Bob over there. Bob is our punching bag when we get frustrated. We punch Bob. But I got a treadmill over there. We got the lights over here. And then over here on this side, I don't know if I'm supposed to show you the behind the scenes, but over here we have Rita. Hi, Rita.
Hello.
Rita's helping me with all the technology stuff because this is new stuff for me. So my suggestion is thank you so much for being here with me for 6,000 subscribers. My goal was just to show up every day and to try to provide value. And I love what has happened with the show. I get great questions. I've got a great audience, and I feel like you guys have given enough questions that the show has been able to continue over and over and over again. So we're going to wrap up there for today. I'm going to go ahead and go back through all these questions. And I promise this, hang on. Before I promise this, let me say if they're still there. When I close this out, I don't know what happens next. I don't know. Do all the comments disappear? Do they stay? I don't know. I'll figure that out. But if they're all still here, I will answer them all personally. So thank you so much for joining me. I don't know if this was fun for you. This is a new experiment for me. I just wanted to be able to jump in and say hi to you guys and spend a little bit of time with you here today. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm so honored. I feel so privileged that you gave me some of your attention today, and I will answer in the show notes. So thanks again, and until then, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.